Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. Today is the start of Moonvember. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the entire market is heading higher. In fact, today we formed the all-time high for the crypto market. So what is going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the entire market? Well, let's discuss. I am George.
I am George.
I'm George.
I'm George.
I am George.
I am George.
I am George.
I'm George.
We are all George. As always, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. 2 streams almost every day, 11:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you hit that notification bell and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out all the latest news, article, and guides at cryptosareus.com. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Today is a fantastic day. I am George. No, we don't need an intro again. We are heading higher. Not the craziest pump, but we are definitely going up. And you know what? It's only the beginning, right? Today, Bitcoin is up 4.6%, about 5%, nearing 64,000. And we actually did break 64,000. But you look at the overall market cap, we're at 2.8 trillion, all-time high. And Ethereum formed a new high not too long ago, 4,500. And many others have started climbing. Binance Coin started going up. Solana started coming up. Polkadot is still going up. Even XRP is going up, right? Slow and steady rises. That's what we want to see. The start of Moonvember is here, right? And there's many expectations for November. Many believe that Bitcoin is going to go as high as $98,000, right? So think about that. That's like a 50% jump from where we are. And why not? Let's look at this. Let's actually, I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so you guys can see. But, looking at this, why not, right? I'm going to get rid of my camera. November is the most bullish month for Bitcoin. And in fact, in October, we had a 40% rise this year. 40%. So what's another 40 or 50% between friends, right? You look at 2020, we had a 43% jump. In 2019, 2018, yes, we did go down because those were during crypto winters. But look at 2017. The last time Bitcoin had a cycle, last year of that cycle, Bitcoin went up 53%. In 2013, the cycle before that, 450%. So can we see a repeat of that? Get somewhere between a 50 to 450% in November? Quite possibly. This is why I've been reminding you guys and telling you guys to stay put. At least these last 3 months, if you'd stayed out the entire 4 years, you would have missed out on some tremendous buying opportunities and gains. However, October, November, December, these are the last 3 months. And these are the 3 months you just don't want to miss. All right, so with that out of the way, what else is there? Well, let's look at some patterns. And looking at Bitcoin, if you look at RSI, very basic indicator, and you look at on a monthly scale, going all the way back to the beginning of 2011, there are some certainties. And that is when Bitcoin breaks above the 70 mark. Okay, you can see on the bottom, when it breaks above 70 mark, it goes on a multi-month run upwards every single time. It happened in 2013, actually multiple times because we had a double top in 2013. It happened in 2017. And even happened in 2021 when we had the first stint up to 64,000. Right? And it looks like we are ready to make that second double top, which could push Bitcoin from where it is now, around 64,000, to 100, 150, 200, 250,000. That could be coming right around the corner. This has been 100% accurate. Think about that. Over a 12-year span? Even though, relatively speaking, compared to anything else in the stock market world, is 100 a year. But within Bitcoin's world, this is the whole life cycle of Bitcoin. And this has been 100% accurate. So let's see if it'll continue to become 100% accurate. And here's another pattern showing 2017 versus 2021. With TechDev, always looking at these patterns, and man, things are looking very, very, very identical to 2017. It's I don't know how to explain it, but there's something going on, phenomenon going on where the fractal patterns are so similar, not only in terms of movement, but also the indicators like RSI and stochastic RSI and many other indicators that are just showing we're like nearing the same level. And the funny thing is almost the same number too, but just 10x higher. So interesting, right? What else is there? Some new data that shows leverage and margin are no longer the leading factors for the price rise. So look at this. This is a very telling story. This is something new I haven't seen before. So you have beginning of the year, going all the way to December 2020. And you could see when Bitcoin was rising up and up and up to that first terrific top of 64,000, all the green is showing the perpetual futures. And this is basically leverage. All the leverage on the exchanges right now are future-based. So you have that 5, 10, 20, 100x leverage, and many people made money and then got wrecked. And many people just got wrecked without making money, right? But you look at when we came down, yes, there was some negative, there were some shorters, but take a look at the rise now versus before. The funding rate for futures is so much lower. It's less than half what it was before. And it shows you that people are getting smarter or less greedy, or the run hasn't really kicked off yet. And when the run really kicks off, you'll see the green bars start coming back up again and people getting more greedy and using leverage, right? So it's one of the two, but nevertheless, we're right back to where we were back in April and May, yet the funding rate for futures is much less, which means this is a much healthier environment right now, a lot less volatile, which is why we're not having huge drops these days, and could indicate of better things to come, right? So there's that. And also, this is another one, margin open interest. Okay, so this is people that are playing on margin, people that are borrowing money, right? Borrowing money to buy Bitcoin. And again, you look at what the number in April versus now. I mean, that's a staggering drop, although that 70% seems a little bit off to me. I don't know how what's that measuring exactly, but that is really high versus where it is now. Again, Bitcoin is at the same point, yet this margin open interest have dropped basically by 30%. So kind of like the futures and leverage, right? This probably has something to do with it. Again, it shows you that right now we're much healthier. This is not like a bubble top like some of us expected in April, and this definitely has more legs to continue forward, right? So awesome. What else is there? Kraken, looking at on-chain data that are looking at Bitcoin miners and the supply, and it shows that throughout the last few months, miners have just been accumulating, right? Despite China FUD, yes, we had that, and you can see the drop significantly. That's mostly from the China miners selling off to move out and stuff like that. But since then, everyone else has been mining and holding and buying more and putting in the reserve and balance sheet and, doing what they can, right? If you look at the overall hash rate, which I don't have, it's already back to its previous high. Right? It was like the China exodus never happened. And the miners keep buying more and holding more too. So the supply keeps decreasing. Right? Demand is increasing, supply is decreasing. What happens? Right? The price starts going upwards. All right, what else is there? Well, there's just a lot. There's just a lot. So this article is talking about price consolidation could be over. not only for Bitcoin, but Ethereum as well, because there is a lot of things going on with Ethereum at this point in time. So Willy Woo has Ethereum supply shock, which shows that the supply shock has moved beyond, and it is sitting at an all-time high, yet Ethereum's price barely formed a new high. So what does that mean? That means the fundamental is better than the price, and the price has not caught up yet. Okay, many people think that Ethereum could go much higher, myself included, and this shows you that the supply shock, which is measuring basically the supply out there versus how many people that actually want to buy it, and it shows that that is going up, yet the price is not moving. Why? Maybe it just hasn't caught up yet, and if it does, that could push Ethereum much higher. And there's other things. If you look at Ethereum holders have increased 28% year to date. The number of new addresses is the 14.347 million new addresses. There's 26.46 more addresses with a balance sheet than Bitcoin, and in total state 63 million are in profit. So what is this measuring? All good things for Ethereum holders and everyone else. All right, oops. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Andrew asks, I have some extra cash thinking about buying Solana. What do you think the floor is? Hey, Solana recently dropped as low as 150. That was only like a few weeks ago, right? It's been hovering under 200 for a little bit. Now it's a little bit above. I think that was the floor price. If Bitcoin continues up in November, I don't think Solana or any of the other big caps will fall below their floor price, I guess, from a month ago. Do you think ADA is a sell short term? No, I think it's a hold short term, not a sell short term. What else is there? Thanks for a great content. Saw Rally getting added to Coinbase. What's your thoughts on it? That's been added for a while, at least Coinbase Pro. Rally has moved beyond tokenization for creators. They have started an NFT marketplace, although I haven't really seen how it works or talked about it, but I think they're a good project. I think they're a good project with potential. If I convert my gains into stable coins, do I have to pay taxes on the gains? Yes. Any kind of conversion is taxable. Doesn't matter if you convert to a stable coin or another coin or withdraw, it's all taxable. Unless you don't sell. Unless you don't sell. All right. Anything else? TVK is an NFT marketplace. I like them. And Alchemy Pay, I think they're in the right space of payments. Yes. Yes. Marlon says Olympital was not rugged. You should read the news. Regardless, okay, I think you're doing a little damage control. But any project that promises over 8,000 APY is a red flag. I don't care which project it is, and if it promises that high, that means there's something going on, and it's super risky. So I would still not recommend Olympus. So that's my final answer there. All right, now let's move on. What else is there? There's a few other things. Goldman Sachs predicts that Ethereum can hit 8,000 this year. I think that's very, very, very conservative, okay? Considering that Ethereum is already at 4,500, we're going to see 5,000 in no time. We could see 5,000 by the end of this week, okay? Remember, the bigger the number, the faster it gains because the percentages become bigger, right? A 5% move at 4,500 is less than a 5% move at, say, 6,000 or 7,000, right? So as Ethereum climbs higher, it's going to start really, really moving. Maybe the percentages starts dropping slowly. It has to taper off at some point. But, the rise up to 8,000, that's less than doubling, right? I think that is for sure. I think actually Ethereum will be 10,000 plus. And if everything goes according to plan B's plan, or my plan, which is Bitcoin going well above 100,000 and heading into 150, 200,000 territory, Ethereum will probably be on around 12 or 14,000. I mean, so 8,000 is conservative. However, the fact that Goldman Sachs is saying this is throwing a lot of weight to it, right? I'm just a guy on YouTube. This is Goldman Sachs that's saying this. So other banks will probably pay attention, institutions and other companies that's thinking about adding Ethereum in their portfolio will take this more seriously. I think. Or maybe they don't respect Goldman Sachs. I don't know. And what else is there? CME obviously respects Ethereum. That's why they're introducing micro Ether futures. So, they have Ether futures already, but now they have micro Ether futures. So a lot of institutions obviously are very interested and they want to add more Ether to their balance sheet and Bitcoin to their balance sheet, and everything else is looking pretty darn good. Lastly, I have to call out Cameron here. Cameron Winklevoss, of course, is co-founder of Gemini Exchange, who is a billionaire from Bitcoin, okay? We all know that. And Gemini Exchange is an awesome exchange. It's an awesome exchange. But here's the thing. Cameron seems to be a Bitcoin maxi. So he's on his side of Bitcoin maxi, so although he doesn't call it out exactly, you know what he's talking about. Diversification is for those who lack conviction, right? And then someone try to argue, or for those who understand statistics, economics, or have a common sense. And then he goes on and says common sense leads to common portfolio. So if, I don't know how to take it, but being a co-founder of an exchange that offers more than just Bitcoin, okay? If you truly believe that Bitcoin is the way to go and you should not have any altcoins and not diversify from Bitcoin, right? Then why operate an exchange that has 40 plus altcoins on there, right? So that's just being a hypocrite. So I don't know. I just feel like I have to call him out on this. I'm sure if enough people called him out on this and he would say, oh, no, I meant diversification from crypto. But no, I think what he's meaning is Bitcoin. If you were, Michael Saylor, I think that's to be expected. But as an operator of exchange with 40 plus tokens, you should probably not tweet this. All right. Outside of that, I think that's it. Overall, you know what? Just to show you guys, it's not Wednesday yet, but I will DCA into this portfolio. But to take a look at it, right? 14,700, profit of 8,000, performance 122%. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And this is going to go higher and higher and higher and higher. By the end of the year, if things go according to plan, this portfolio could be like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And this is starting with investor of 5,000. I DC'd into it. I did not make any moves at all other than to add, right? I did this to prove to you guys, that buying, holding, and DCA works. So many people always ask me, well, should I convert this or this or this or this? My point of this is, if you have a diversified portfolio, you follow 50-25-25 rule, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it because your portfolio will do well basically in any condition, right? You could see massively, okay? I start out with Bitcoin being at 50%. Now it has dropped to 37% because Solana has gone up so much and many of the others have gone up, right? I still have ADA in here. People are always wondering, oh, should I convert ADA to Solana because it's a faster mover? You're adding so much stress and you're trying to time the market, and it's really hard to time the market. All you got to do is have a good portfolio, diversified portfolio, and just sit there and let the gains come to you, which is exactly what's happening with this one. And I only built this at the end of June, early July, so it wasn't even the beginning of the year. If I built this in the beginning of the year with you guys, this would be at like 1,000%, right? So just to show you, and tomorrow I will be DCAing again, right? All right, so with that said, before Q&A, new sponsor for today, and they are a crypto platform. They've been around for a while. I've heard of them for a while. Abra. Abra is a crypto platform that allows you to buy, trade, borrow, earn interest on crypto, as you would expect. They have over 100 crypto available. They have 2 apps that's already out, iOS and Android, of course. And they allow you to do it via Marketplace too. In case you did not want to use their apps for some reason, you could do so directly from their website. So as for trading, they have over 100 cryptocurrencies, of course, all the major ones, right? They have an earn program, which allows you to earn and deposit and basically earn interest on many and many of your favorite crypto, right? Including the stable coins at 9%. You have Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Litecoin, Cardano, Stellar, Bitcoin Cash, and several others. And also, you can borrow. You could actually borrow as well. I don't recommend anyone to put down the collateral to borrow because there is a chance to get margin called. But you know what? Everyone is doing it, of course. And if you did want to participate, you can. And there's different rates based on different terms. And you could even borrow at a 0% APR with Abra. Okay, they have 1 billion under management, over 1 million users. They are allowed in 180 countries, 6 billion in transaction volume, and it says 150, but I was told 180. 150 is still good and is pretty good, right? And they have something new as well. They have a new rewards program. This is actually powered by a different crypto, by someone that's called Crypto Banking Alliance. They have their own crypto CPRX, but with it, you get rewarded. You get rewarded cash back on trades. You refer a friend, you get $25. You get bonus yield on interest, and somehow it gives you negative rates on loans too if you utilize this token and the rewards. So that is brand new that they came out with. And Abra recently just raised $55 million. This was just a few months ago, right? To basically boost their offering and help them operate and continue forward. And they already have some big investments already from the likes of even American Express and others like Pantera, the companies that you guys have heard of before. All right, so that's Abra. If you want to check out this crypto platform, make sure you do so. Link is in the description of this video. All right, now let's do some Q&A. Darren, you keep saying stream keeps crashing. I think it's just you. My internet is just fine. I'm looking at my streaming statistics and it's fine. It doesn't indicate there's any crashing at all. So I think it may just be you. I don't know. You guys chime in. Other people chime in. Is my stream okay? Is it really lagging? Because on my side, it looks like it's pretty good. All right. So now, scrolling up, XRP. XRP is going to be held down because of the SEC lawsuit with Ripple. Until they settle that, it's probably not going to move significantly. Now, if the entire market moves, it will, but it'll just be underperforming versus everyone else, which is why, Solana, Cardano have flipped XRP, and pretty soon Polkadot will flip XRP, and even pretty soon the meme coins may flip XRP, right? So I don't know. Right now, XRP is not one of my favorite holds. Bakkt Exchange, any thoughts? Well, they got split off from ICE, and that was a whole, I don't know, there's a lot of shenanigans going on. But it seems like they are trying to, help big retailers get into the space now. I forgot the recent partnership with someone huge. I think it was Visa or someone. So it seems like they are still continuing forward, but they're still a small peanut at this point. What is your flow and Cartesi price prediction for this run? Oliver, you should just ask me how I feel. I can't tell you a price prediction. No one can tell you exactly, okay? But I do like Flow much better than Cartesi. Flow is in an NFT space, a whole chain dedicated for DeFi, or NFTs, I should say, and I think they're going to do well. Cartesi is a layer 2 on the other hand, and not big onto them. So I love podcasts. I appreciate that. Sol is moving, someone says. Yeah, they're finally moving. I shouldn't say finally, okay? They went up a tremendous amount with those 90 days, but they're very, very close to breaking their high too. Ethereum broke their high today. Solana broke their high like last week or so, but they've been around a 210-ish for a while. But man, you know, things just look like they want to move. At this point, things just look like they want to move. Did you see Aaron Rodgers taking pay in Bitcoin, partial pay in Bitcoin? Yeah, I did see that. That's fantastic. You got more and more athletes now that have a tremendous amount of money. They get paid 30 or 40 million now per year. Of course, they want to protect their money, right? They're not stupid. They're paying attention to what's going on with the government's printing out endless amount of money, right? So more and more is getting into Bitcoin, and that is fantastic. It's bring more attention to the space. What do you know about the Exodus wallet? I do know a lot about it. I used to use it. I stopped. It's a good desktop wallet. You know, they partner up with Trezor, so you can trade directly from your Trezor. They use Shapeshift as a backend. But recently, unfortunately, someone told me they got hacked. And this happened to me before. Because when you do a backup of Exodus, one of the options is to back up to your email. And unfortunately, you know, I think people do it and they forget about it or whatever, right? And then it turns out that if a hacker accesses your email and takes that, they can get in if they guess the password. But you could brute force that. There's no number of tries before it locks you out because it's a recovery process. So someone just emailed me yesterday or the day before saying that they got hacked. And it's probably because their email got hacked. Right, so that's the only downside to Exodus. What do you think about Hero Coin? I looked into it. They're like in the NFT space for redemption of physical things, which just really isn't that popular at this point. Marshawn, thank you for confirming that. Do you think she will be top 3? I don't think she will be top 3. I don't think it'll be top 3, but I think now that it's in top 10, I'll probably stay in the top 10. What do you think about Arweave? I do like Arweave. I think out of all the decentralized storage, I like Arweave the best because they're the storage provider for Solana. So I think that helps them tremendously. I'm not a big fan of Hedera. I'm not a big fan. I'm just neutral, let's just say, okay? They're doing good things. I just don't like their non-open source nature. What do you think about Dent? Dent has just not moved at all. They had a huge run-up in April, and then they kind of just died down. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. No. Yeah, see. They had a huge run-up in April. Now, okay, it seems like they're starting to move again, but they're still like less than half of where they were. Right? This caught me by surprise. Like, this should not have happened, but it just kept going on and on and on. So it kind of like threw things off. But overall, they're in decentralized mobile. They're making headway, you know, getting their service out to many, many countries out there. And you could trade mobile data and stuff. It sounds interesting. So I like what they're doing. I have no idea what Position Exchange is. Idle, man. I haven't heard that being asked for a long time. I got off that bandwagon long ago. They had no one. They basically gave up on updates and development, and they had no one, like no community. So I gave up on them a long time ago. Do you think ETH outperformed BTC in November? That's a hard one. Traditionally, Ethereum does move faster than Bitcoin. However, when Bitcoin really pumps, it really sucks up liquidity from everyone, right? And that could be from Ethereum too. So that's a hard one to answer. So yes and no. maybe. But you can see right now the performance the last 90 days is like neck and neck, right? But if you go a little bit beyond that, then Ethereum has almost tripled Bitcoin's movement. But recently it's been pretty close. Binance Coin is also pretty close, just a little bit above. ADA has been trailing a lot. Solana has been doing really good. Shiba has been doing really good. Who else has been doing? Avalanche has done really good. Yeah, Avalanche kind of just came out of nowhere. Cosmos has been doing good. Axie has been doing really good. Do you think Thorchain is unique? Does it have a future as a DEX? Yeah, just nothing I really went into. I didn't like how they were hacked like twice recently. But they're more like just liquidity pool for DEXs. They have their own chain and whole ecosystem, but I just never really got into them. Okay, I'm not gonna look at that meme coin. Have you heard of Lofty.ai runs on Algo's blockchain? Thoughts on it? The fact that it has AI in the name makes me not like it. And it doesn't come up as a token. All right, this is probably too new. I feel like all AI projects are basically too new in the space. It's not really necessary at this point. What do you think about Binance and Digital Note? I like Binance, BNB. I don't know what Digital Note is. BNB, still, I think many people like to hate on Binance and like to hate on CZ, but regardless, they still have Binance Smart Chain, which is used as more transactions than Ethereum. They have a really robust DeFi ecosystem. NFTs, however, are still a little bit lacking, but if they get really hot on Binance Smart Chain, it's going to start pushing BNB up again. But, I mean, they're not doing bad sitting at number 3 either. Do we start taking 10% off the top now or wait? Right? Yeah, I wouldn't take off now. Not me. If you wanted to, if you're up tremendously, sure. But you got to find a schedule for yourself. For me, I'm going to wait until higher highs before I start taking my 10% off the top. Big crypto ad scene in New York City. Decentralized games, Ice Poker. DG is partner up with both Mana and Theta. Have a nice day. Okay. Do you think Solana, Cosmos, Avalanche, and Polkadot could 5x? Yes, I do. I think all of them could do 5x and possibly even more. I mean, think about it. If Bitcoin's going to go 3x or 4x, 5x would be a conservative number for them. So they could go 5, 7, 10x, right? I've never staked before. Do I have to? No, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to stake at all. And there's different kind of staking. If you never staked before, you want to find a project that have staking right from their wallet. So all you have to do is hold on to their tokens and click stake, right? And then that's it. There's other kind of staking where you could, deposit into some kind of project, or a pool or a yield pool from AMM. I mean, those are probably beyond what you're ready for. So, I mean, just start with the basics. Nano, I don't like. I don't think they could compete with CDBCs or any other currency cryptos. Blocks, chart on DEX tools. So if they're on DEX tools and they're not showing up, they're too new, Israel. So I'm sorry about that. Floki, another meme coin that has gone up quite a bit. There's a lot of meme coins I've covered. Okay. Recently, there's like 6 of them in the top 100. They all started shooting up because of SHIB. And I would say a lot of them does have some use, okay? Like whether it's a DEX or a mobile or whatever, but still they're very risky. They're very volatile, which is why some of them has gone down quite tremendously today. So if you're going to get in, be aware that volatility goes both ways. You may enjoy the pumps, but they also come down too, right? So be careful when adding them to your portfolio and just be, if you want to play a small amount or something, right? That's fine. But if you go very heavy into them, you may not be prepared for that volatility. KuCoin listed Arweave. Okay. Thoughts on One and Zilliqa? I like Harmony a lot more than Zilliqa. I mean, Harmony seems to have all the traction. Zilliqa's hanging in there, but they just don't have the same kind of traction Harmony does, or even say someone like Phantom, which they're all EVM compatible chains. They're all based on basic sharding, right? It just seems like Zilliqa hasn't really caught that momentum. All right, last few questions. Did you see Nike and Microsoft getting into MetaSpace? Yes. I mean, Nike for sure. I mean, that's just makes a whole lot of sense for them too. I didn't see it on Microsoft, but I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. PIVX is like a security coin. That's an old security coin that I'm not a fan of. All right, guys. So we're in Moonvember. It officially started today, right? Bitcoin has gone up. Ethereum has gone up. Many crypto has gone up, which is why we're sitting at an all-time high. Fantastic. But it's only the beginning, guys. It's only the beginning. Can't wait to see what happens throughout this month. So smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.